Player 1, start. You have entered the Sharp Balloons Family Hour video game. Stage 1, first challenge. When you see Shayna, say, "Hi, Shayna." Hi, Shayna.
Hi, players 1 through infinity.
Challenge complete.
Wonderful. Achievement
All right,
unlocked.
wow.
We have begun the Sharp Balloons Family Hour. Hello, friends. My name is Shayna Sharp, and I'm pretty good at balloons. And I'm here in my home studio with my husband and helping hand, Mr. Sharp Balloons. There he is. I do have up here the title of our second balloon request last week, but that's last week's episode. We're focused on today, laser focused in the moment. It's live. How do we know it's live?
Because I would have had something funnier to say.
If it had been scripted,
Yeah.
we would have had a planned response. I was going to say we can tell it's live because sometimes stuff happens vis-a-vis your available childcare. And so, being a real family, Mr. Sharp is going to have to take his leave from the stream
I'm sorry, friends.
for the most of today's show.
I
He's
wish
here to
I
say
could
hi.
be here with you all, but I'm going to say hi in the beginning. Maybe I'll find time to sneak out for a chicken detective. I don't know.
I mean, you're never here for the chicken detective.
That's
I don't know
true.
why
You'll be
this would
fine.
different.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I'll see if the Sarge is around. He
If
can
the
cover.
Sarge can swing by,
He can cover for me. He can jump in
that would be really helpful,
for a
honestly.
couple minutes.
If you find him out there, flag him down, let him know.
Yeah, no problem.
could really use
he can
his help.
co-host. While I'm here,
Yeah.
do you want to do some kind of balloon challenge?
I mean, if you have the time, I would love to. You see, the
I'll do a
last
challenge. I'll
few
challenge you.
episodes of the Sharp Balloons Family Hour, we've started off with a bit of a challenge to see how many one balloon dogs, that standard one balloon dog, can I make out of balloons in 1 minute's time. Now, I've got, I believe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 balloons inflated. That's how many I inflated, or how many dogs. About the there you go.
There we go. Okay.
That's how
I was like,
many
do I put my
dogs
face in there?
I successfully twisted last week. But I'm putting in 1 additional for like a stretch goal. Who knows? Maybe we go further.
A stretch goal, a twist goal,
Exactly.
pop goal.
1 more. And this is just in case one pops. You know, you never know.
Never know.
The balloons can pop.
You just want some
it's
coverage.
happened.
Ooh,
happened
also
on
it's
the
just
stream.
that nice shiny black.
It is. It's nice. We've got like all the colors of the rainbow and black and white. I'll put these here just so they're a little easier for me to grab in the moment here. Let's see how, is this a good angle for twisting these? Okay. So are you ready? We got our timer.
Okay, let's see. Move your pump there. Pump behind yourself. Yeah, that blew on that. So
Move it
give
over
yourself
here.
a little
So
space.
Nice and clear area.
Room to move.
Yes. All right.
One of the
ready?
key rules to comedy and life: be in charge of your space.
Have room to move.
Room to
one
move.
One of the rules. Ready?
On your marks. Get set.
And a little lower so you're in the camera.
Oh, where's
Over
where's
and there we
over
go.
there?
3,
And
2, 1,
go!
go. There.
There. All right, we're clicking.
Oh my goodness. I'm already not doing great. It's okay.
1.
I got this. No
2.
problem. Yes. That one has a long neck. It's one of those camel
3.
dogs.
Well, like Afghans, they kind of have long necks.
Yeah. Salukis.
4.
Right?
Salukis.
There we
Yes, we
go.
love a Saluki here.
Okay, we're about halfway through our time. Those
5.
legs are. Nobody better be judging me on the proportions of these dogs. Ah!
Oh no, he's coming undone!
What happened?
He's coming undone!
I could do it. There we go. I fixed his
no,
space.
6! Oh, that hurt her average.
It did. It definitely did. But I couldn't just let it sit there.
No, you gotta finish it off. 7! 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. All right. Technically, I think Pinky here was finished at. Go ahead and scoot over a bit. I was finished at maybe 1 minute and 1 second. So, all right. If we go through the count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's the troublemaker.
I know. 7, and we just finished this 8th one right after the buzzer. Here's what I'll say, though. I was able to finish this 8th one right at the buzzer, and that includes me stopping to retwist the untwisted first half of that purple dog. I feel like that tells me I have it in me to make 8.5 dogs, which means 9 dogs is achievable. I'm just gonna keep practicing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a little faster if you want to get to that 9 dogs.
I know, but that's what a fun challenge for me is. You know, I've set my bar. The only person I'm competing with is Yester Shayna.
And future Shayna.
And future Shayna.
And
it's
also,
true.
the Grand Mistress of Time.
Yeah, obviously. Every time you
against the
practice
Grand Mistress
something,
of Time.
you're challenging the Grand Mistress of Time. All right, Mr. Sharp, thank you so much for your help. We'll miss you.
You guys have a good time. If you need anything, holler. And I won't answer, but it's fun to just scream out.
It's fun to scream out when you need help sometimes.
Okay, bye, pals.
All right, we love you, Mr. Sharp.
Love you.
We'll see you around.
All right. Bye.
All right, friends. So we're not going to do the mind meld today where Mr. Sharp and I try and read one another's minds. We'll just jump straight ahead into our wheel of possibilities. So you know the drill. Every week we have a wheel. Whoops. That is not quite ready for prime time. Here we go. It's so small. Here, let me move it where it's a little bit bigger. This is a wheel filled with the requests of real kids just like yourself. Real kids who've had their grown-ups reach out to me on the various social media platforms and have said, Shayna, my real human kid wants one of these out of balloons. And you never know. Every week we spin this wheel twice. It could be your request that gets made. It might not be. That's why we call it the Wheel of Possibilities, not the Wheel of Certainty. But remember, it's at Sharp Balloons pretty much on all of the platforms. So have your grown-up let me know what balloon request we should put on this wheel for you, my friend. And today, let's spin the wheel and see what request we are making for one of our kiddos today. Spinning the wheel. Okay. Let's take a look. What? It was so close. Did you see? It was right on Baby Unicorn at the last second. Our friend Bonnie has requested one of the most bonkers phenomena in nature, an egret swallowing a snake. This is amazing. I usually will say, like, let's challenge me to do one animal, but this is 2 animals? I mean, it's really, if you think about it, it's kind of like 1.5 animals. We only need to do the tail end of the snake, so it shouldn't take us that long, right? Okay. I will give myself 10 minutes to make that snake, but first we're going to put 3 minutes on the clock to do a little research and gather our balloons. So 3 minutes there. Perfect. Timer is set. Now, taking a look here, I did make sure I have a photo of an egret swallowing a snake, because this thing is wild. You got to see this to believe it. Look at this. An egret is a type of bird, lives in the marshlands, and you know what else lives in that area? A lot of snakes. And them's good eating if you're an egret. So they will swallow these snakes alive and whole. And let me see if I can make this bird and its meal out of balloons. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab a really skinny green balloon for my snake. I'll grab white balloons for my egret. I'm not sure exactly what gauge. I'll grab a few options. Also grab some beak balloons. We need a beak balloon here. Looks like the eye is also that kind of vivid yellow shade, which is interesting. I like that. And that, it's a bird with a very gracefully curved neck. I think that these are all the balloons I'm going to need. You know, again, my little skinny balloon for the snake. Looking good. Look how much time I have. I'll go ahead and use this time to type in the request title. Ugh. Look, I know Bonnie. She's going to be so excited. I'm excited. All right, let's see here. We're changing this to request number 1. Last week we made a ginger cat who was yawning, but today we are making an egret swallowing a snake. I'll shrink that down so it fits. Yikes. Okay, let's get started, because here we are. Move our timer. Now we're going to take that down to full 10 minutes. 10 minutes time I have to work on this egret. Now, because Mr. Sharp is not here to, you know, throw various trivia questions and fun facts at me, I will talk to you as long as I have stuff to say, and if I need to focus on the balloon, I do have a new video out on our YouTube channel where I make SpongeBob characters. So, if I need to focus on the balloon, I will cut to that video and we'll watch along part of that. Here we go. 10 minutes on the clock. Are you ready? You better be, because I am. Boom, let's go. All right. I'm gonna do, first for the snake. This is one of the coolest things you can do with this balloon. But if you flatten out the balloon and kind of wrap it around your fingers, you can make this very interesting shape when you inflate it. So I'll put this on the pump. Ooh, I'll turn on the pump. It's a good first step. And look at this very natural curving sort of shape. This is the sort of shape I would twist my body into if I were being consumed by a marsh-dwelling bird. Wouldn't you? That looks about right. All right, I'm going to cut off the end there. We don't need it to be a long, dangly bit, but there's no, like, rattle or anything at the end of that snake either. Just snip that. All right, we've got one of the 2 animals completed already. Great job, everyone. All right, but now, time to make our egret's head. So, inflating a white balloon here. Make the cheek a little bit big. Pinch twist back here. I'm never mad at having a pinch twist to anchor things. Where I grew up in Southern California, it's by a lake called Lake Casitas, and there are many birds like this around the area. Bending the back of that head to connect there. Okay, so we've got this as sort of the head shape. I like it. I'll need to make sure that my neck has some extreme curvature there, because that is a very curved neck. In fact, what I might do is try and do what's known as a deep hook twist. We'll see. We'll see if I have time for this. I'm gonna make a tiny little bubble. If I can. My goodness, Shayna. There we go. Tiny little bubble. And push that inside of the balloon. I'm just gonna keep feeding that in alongside the balloon. That's kind of a strange thing to say that I'm doing. It's more visible if you have a clear balloon. get our nice curved neck. Oh, but I didn't leave a... Oh, shoot. I realized I didn't leave a... I didn't leave something to attach the head with. Gotta have that. Okay, so I might have cost myself precious time on that mistake. We're at 6 minutes remaining. No problem, I got this. Okay, so pushing this inside the balloon and continually feeding it through. Yeah! Okay, okay. Getting a little bit of this curved neck that we have to have. And we'll trim that there. Be the end of my neck. And then this will be the top of it. It's beautiful. We don't need this part anymore. Okay. Here we go. We need a beak. The beak is gonna be, I guess, open because it's eating this. We're eating this thing here. Let's see, how long is my beak gonna be? About yay long. Okay, okay. Great! No, we're doing good. Okay, this part I don't need. Rip that part off. Attach that to the back. Yes. Just like that. And then we'll have to attach our snake tail inside of here. Perfect. Okay. We've got 4 minutes left. That's good. I'm gonna do, oh wait, yellow eyes. They have very little, kind of beady, little bird eyes, I guess you could say. And it wouldn't be an insult, because, you know, it's bird. Perfect. This is so strange doing this without Mr. Sharp here, but I'm glad you guys are here with me. Okay. Here we go. Eyes. Inside the head. Ooh, yeah, looking good. Okay, now we need a body for our egret. I'm going to use 360 so we can build fast. I mean, let's face it. The important part about this body is definitely the fact that it is taking a full snake into its mouth. So we've achieved the important part, the focal point of this sculpture. This is my body here. And I'll take this head. Actually, I'm going to do a double pinch twist here so I can anchor the head in nicely. Okay. Here we go. Anchoring the head into the pinch twist. Totally normal stuff. Okay, doing a pinch twist here. That sounds about right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do an eyeball, a pupil rather, in our eye. What are we? We've got. Look at this. Look at this. I'm doing okay on time. 1.5 minutes. Great. Great. Okay. Gonna do a little bit of this. I don't know what it is, but that wide open bird eye is a little freaky. You're next, it says. Okay, I have a little bit of time. I know. This is me getting... Oh, Shayna, careful, careful. But, give it legs. I think I can do that. We've got just a little over 1 minute remaining. That's good. Ah! I was gonna say, that's good enough time to make legs as long as they don't untwist on me. Okay, 2 feet. We're gonna thread legs through the body. Down here to the bottom. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna try and bend them kind of backwards. You know how birds' feet do. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ah, look at this thing. It's so crazy. Okay, I'm gonna trim that at the end of its jaw there. And what do we have? A change remaining. I'm gonna do just like a little wrap around the eye, just to make it stand out a little more. Is it necessary? No. Why am I doing it? I don't know. I just can't stop myself, you know? I see extra space on the timer and I'm like, yeah! All right, that's the timer. Look at that eye! Oh, okay. I will permit myself a wee bit of adjustment on this eyelid here. But there we go. This for my dear friend Bonnie. Bonnie wanted to see a heron swallowing a snake. Here we have its curved heron neck and perfectly shaped for the sort of prey it was hunting. There it is, balloon number 1. I think we can safely call this one a success. Balloon egret swallowing a snake. That old chestnut. Ta-da! Hey, check it out. Mr. Sharp, look what we did.
Aye, now that's a bonny wee egret.
It's not so wee. Look what it's doing. It's eating a whole snake.
Oh, man. You know, chew your food, guys. Come on.
Right?
That seems like a choking hazard for sure, Egret.
Birds not known for being able to decipher between food and choking hazards.
Tell you what, you take a
Famously.
long bite like that, you might have some egrets. Live life with no egrets.
No egrets. Yeah, exactly. Look, we're so glad you could come in here and give us some dad humor.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Swallowing a snake,
Yeah.
probably some egrets.
I would have
I would have egrets.
Egrets. I would
Especially if the
strong egrets.
so he swallowed the bitey end first.
I mean, I think that's what you
Yikes.
gotta do because then the bitey end's not trying to get you while you're swallowing
I
it.
don't
You
know.
can swallow the business.
You know what? I've thought about both ways. No,
Okay.
neither way.
All right. Well, I do not
Tell
say
you what, egret, more for you. You know, don't feel like you have to share.
Very, very good. Yeah, no, friends. Look, we're not here to yuck your yum or yum your yuck. If you like eating snakes, you keep right on doing it. Mr. Sharp,
Actually, if you're a human, don't. I am gonna yuck your yum this time. Hey, pals.
what if they're being prepared properly?
Stop eating live snakes.
I didn't say live. Goodness gracious, Mr. Sharp, you're getting me in trouble.
No,
All
I'd
right.
have a cooked. I'd eat a cooked
Look,
snake. Sure.
I'm
If
so
it's on the
glad
menu
that
in
you're
a nice
here. I'm
restaurant.
gonna have to ask you to leave.
Well, I never.
Yeah, no, I do often. I'm asking you to leave so that we can do the great chicken detective. Because it is
Oh,
time for a crime.
okay. I see.
And you can't be here.
Okay.
But I would love if you could send in the sergeant if you find him around.
You got it.
He putters around out there.
You got it.
Thank you for your help. So helpful. So helpful. All right, friends. That's right. This sound means it's time to solve a crime. The great chicken detective, the world's greatest detective, actually, when working with her partner, the sergeant. So we're going to look through these case files and find out who is the person, where is the place they broke into, and what was the thing they stole. These are all coming off of clues that were submitted to us by our loyal supporters. Thank you so much, my friends, those of you who support Sharp Balloons. Friends, our first clue of the day, the person who committed the crime, according to our friend Green Bam. The person who committed the crime was a Roomba, lost and exploring. Sounds good. I'm gonna change this here too. I'll say lost. We'll get exploring in there for sure. All right, now the place where that criminal broke into to steal the object. What was the place, the location of the crime? Well, according to our good friend Liz has told us this location was in the grocery store parking lot. Right in front of our eyes this whole time. So brazen. All right. Shrink that down so it fits. Perfect. And then the final clue, that final piece of information, evidence that we need to prosecute this criminal in 3 minutes or less. The thing that was stolen, according to our friend Ryoki. Ryoki has told us that the thing that was stolen was a box of Lego. That stuff is expensive, friends. You can't just go stealing. All right. Box of Lego. These are the 3 crime clues. Now remember, you too not only can submit balloon requests like Egret eating a snake tangled in my wires, but you can also submit clues for the great chicken detective to solve. It's at Sharp Balloons on all the platforms. But enough about this. Time to shrink this down and get the sergeant on the case. Hey, Sergeant! All right, let's see if he's up to it, solving this most recent crime of the century. Hey, Sergeant.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Sergeant's here. And what's the deal?
Well, the deal is there's been a crime committed, and we have 3 minutes.
No, the crimes, eh?
Only 3 minutes
Shoot.
to solve all
Heck.
of these disparate clues.
Dang.
And if we don't solve the crime in 3 minutes, this criminal goes free.
Boy, that sounds like it'd be really tough for anyone other than the world's greatest detective.
Oh, hoo-hoo. You and the chicken have a great partnership, Sarge.
Hey, look, sometimes two things from disparate places just work together, you know?
Right? That's
Chili and lime. Spice. Whatever lime flavor is. Sour.
Yes. Wow.
All right, you be the spice,
Classic.
I'll be the sour.
All right. Poultry, law enforcement. They just go together.
Hey, kids, who out there likes a lot of spicy chili with a sour lime, huh? Lot of kids.
No hands are being
No-
raised.
okay, when you're older, kids.
All right, friends, we've got 3 minutes on the timer. This song is 3 minutes long. We've got that long to solve this crime. Are you ready, Sergeant? In 3,
Yeah, ready.
2, 1.
All right, we're looking for a who. kind of vehicle here? It's like RC car, like a... Oh, a vacuum? Some kind of... Oh, like a Roomba. Aha. Where are we? It's like a cat on a Roomba? No, like a... Okay, the Roomba. Oh, a Roomba with googly eyes? A Roomba that doesn't know where it is. A Roomba in a unusual room. A Roomba in a strange room. A stranger from a strange land. Roomba in a strange room. A Roomba in an empty room. A lost Roomba. A lost Roomba. Okay, so there's more. Okay, a lost Roomba that sees... Oh, a lost Roomba in the jungle? A Roomba that's lost binoculars, glasses. Okay, so he's got a map, a treasure hunting Roomba, a Roomba with a treasure map, a Roomba on a lost in the jungle, a treasure with binoculars, looking for treasure. But where was it stolen from? Okay, we're in the grocery store. Okay. Way in the back of the grocery store. Oh, we're in like the loading dock. We're in like the warehouse. We're in the the parking lot. Parking lot of the grocery store? Grocery store parking lot. Okay. But what was stolen? Okay, so like a Lego set, a Lego Jenga set, a Lego box, a box of Legos. Okay, going back to the first one. Okay, so a Roomba that's lost in the jungle with binoculars, a Roomba with googly eyes, a Roomba that's looking in the jungle, a Roomba that needs a lost Roomba. A lost Roomba looking for a lost Roomba that sees civilization. A Roomba outside of civilization that needs to find its way home. A Roomba that has a Roomba that uses binoculars to see it's safe.
A Roomba that is lost and exploring. Exploring was the word we were looking for. So close, but sadly, unfortunately, the Roomba has lost its way. And sadly, that we're going to have to call a failure.
Man.
Sergeant.
Jeez, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I feel terrible.
There's a lot of things you could be doing.
Oh, no.
When you're lost with binoculars.
I'm going to go give $10 to charity.
No, please, don't take this failure too personally, Sergeant.
I take every failure personally. That's the job. You see, you gotta care, and darn it, the worst part about caring is it hurts.
Legos, it could just have asked. We would have been happy to give the Roomba Lego. All right.
Thank
you so much, Sergeant.
I'm gonna go think about what I can do better next time.
Oh, goodness. Well.
All right. See you later.
All right. We love you, Sergeant. Thank you so much for your help. You know, sometimes it's just too tricky. We just can't solve the case. But that's how we got to keep it honest. You know what I mean? We got Roomba lost, but we didn't say exploring, and I feel like we had to get there, you know what I mean? Anyway, that was very fun. It's time now to spin the wheel one more time, see what kind of balloon challenge our friends have for me. We've already clearly succeeded at making an egret swallowing a snake. For Bonnie, now let's take a look at our wheel requests and say we'll remove Bonnie's request, can't win it twice, and spin that wheel of possibilities. Who's it gonna be? Whoa, oh, yay! I am excited about this one. A and L, they're actually two sisters who have put in their requests together in the past. Now, on a previous episode of the Sharp Balloon Family Hour, we made a derpy tiger for A and L, but they also wanted to see Sussy Magpie, who is kind of a great character. I have not made this before on stream. Very excited for this one. So thank you, A and L, for your fantastic request. Let's see if I'm up to the challenge. We'll put 3 minutes on the clock to get everything updated. All right, so we'll come over here and say balloon request number 2, not unicorn on a motorcycle, which last week I had a failure. It's true, I was not able to complete the unicorn on a motorcycle in time. I did, of course, spend a lot of time afterwards perfecting the design. I came up with one and I made sure that Abby got it because you know what? I'm a perfectionist. Here we go! We are making Sussy Magpie. Your favorite animal sidekick's favorite animal sidekick. And I do have a photo ready of our good friend, the Magpie, the suspicious-looking magpie in question. And time's counting down, so I'm going to get some balloons. I'll obviously need some black balloons. We have a double bird stream, I just realized. Interesting. I want to bring some yellow balloon. I might do the yellow just with the marker, though. I'm sorry, the whites of the eyes with the marker, though, because it might work better. But you know, a lot of options. I'll also bring some white balloons for the wings. Such interesting markings on this, and of course the little hats. Technically, Ginu made it for the tiger, but the bird keeps stealing it. And I think that's everything. Like a part of me is like, did we get everything? Did we get everything? I'll give it a little blue to be standing on. I like to give my balloons a surface, but I think that's all the prep time that we need. Sussy Magpie is now bringing it all the way down to 10 full minutes. 10 minutes to watch. You ready? Here we go. 10 minutes on the clock. Boom. Okay. I could do this. I could do this no problem. There we go. Start off with a little bit of a 360 in black. This will be like the neck of the bird and also the hat of the bird. Place I would like to do it. I'm going to take this and push that into the balloon. It's the same technique I did for the heron, but I'm not going to make it as long of a twist there. This will be the hat, top of our head, and I'm going to use just a scrap of balloon I have sitting here to tie that off so it stays. Perfect. Okay. Now, I want to do. Let's see here. If we want to do the head. And do that out to here. Okay, if this is the head, then the beak would come out there. So I'm gonna do... squeeze out. This is just like the tail end of the balloon. I'm gonna try and make it look a little more bird beak-like. I'd love to have it taper towards the end. That's a little tricky to do, but if you leave a little bit of it slightly uninflated, you might be able to get that effect. Go, tie that off. Just kind of really push the air towards the base of the balloon. Close enough. All right, now tie this there. Nice. Okay, now I need a hat brim. It's gotta be that Grim Reaper hat that all of the Saja boys wear. The final concert. Right. I'm gonna tie this off because I will need this for the feet too. Birds and their feet. Okay, okay, we're getting the right shape of the head together. Here we go. Now I want to have white chest tied in here. Okay. Okay, so and I feel like I need I actually kind of feel like the wing fronts are more the thick part of white. So I'm gonna do that. Then tie this in here to be my center. Is that gonna make a big difference? I don't know. Is it gonna cost me on time? Probably. We are at under 5 minutes. We're at halfway point. There, that's visible. It's fine. Okay, I need some black balloons here. 260. Yes, hand pump. Wow. Old school. Okay, okay. I'm gonna do this. Okay, okay. Don't want this part. I know, I'm not talking as much because Mr. Sharp isn't here distracting me. Or is that a good thing? Am I able to work on the balloon more fluidly? Nah, I think Mr. Sharp here is always a good thing. Push this through this loop here. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. This part we're going to bring right back up to that top. Perfect. Rip this part off. You don't need that. That's going to be the end. Oh, I'm having time. Okay, good, good, good. Because we need to do legs. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ah! It's fine. It's perfect. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. We need to do our eyeballs. And trim all this extra stuff up. Okay. Eyeballs. Very important on this particular sculpture. Okay, on the neck. There we go. We got a little more. Good. We have a minute and a half remaining. Good, because we have some time here. I'll also do this one. This pen is not quite as awake as I'd like it to be. Nothing is perfect. Okay. There we go. We've got our eyes. This is going to be excellent. Okay. I need a yellow marker here. Of course, when you're coloring a light color marker on a dark color balloon, it'll only show up where you've already laid down a white paint field. Super handy. It only really works when you're working on balloons. It doesn't work if you're drawing on paper, but when you're drawing on balloons, very helpful tip. There we go. Okay, now I need to do the spots on the wings. How we doing time-wise? Oh, seconds remaining! And some spots on the chest as well. Done! There we go! The timer beeping, and that is our kinda chubby, and I love him for it, Sussy Magpie. Yes! Okay, wait, I'm gonna trim off this little extra bit on the end of our tail there. And this is Sussy Magpie. I would not trust this guy at all. Trim that. Look at that. Those 3 eyes. Oh, I love it. All right, so today's stream, I call this one a success. Sussy Magpie, looking a little suspicious, a little up to no good, a little, dare I make the connection, like this bird might be hanging around with this bird. We made 2 very very suspicious and dangerous avian specimens today. Let me hide our balloon number 2. There we go. Look at this. I'm delighted by the inadvertent theme that we stumbled upon for today's live stream. This is, of course, our episode number 18 on this 11th day of February 2026. Thank you, those of you who are watching this live in real time. Thank you for hanging out with me. I do love making these videos and these live streams along with my husband, Mr. Sharp. We have a blast doing this every week. Now, we will be taking a week off that last Wednesday in February, we will be at a balloon art convention. Yes, it is as awesome as it sounds. I will actually be teaching there this year. What will you be teaching? Oh, I'll be teaching how to make huntrix out of balloons. Ah, yes! So if you know an aspiring balloon artist who is looking to up their professional game or even just their hobbyist game, highly recommend they check out balloonconvention.com. That's the Twist and Shout Balloon Conference, annual American conference. It travels to different cities every year. Next year it might be on the East Coast, so keep your eyes open for news about that. I would always love to see any of you there. And thank you for hanging out with us while I made my ridiculous art. Mr. Sharp is not here to help me thank all of our amazing balloon superheroes for 2026 thus far, but truly from the bottom of our hearts, I'm so grateful to you, the people who enjoy watching the silliness that we enjoy making. And speaking of the silliness that we enjoy making, Mr. Sharp and I did just launch a new video on our YouTube channel. It is me making all of the SpongeBob characters. Here's just a quick couple. I'll do a silent scrub here for you. But we've got all of the characters. We've got SpongeBob. We've got Patrick. Patrick hammering a nail in his head, which is funny if you're making it out of balloons. Squidward, who can't sleep. We've even got Sandy Cheeks saying, "No, you ain't." And I even made a tiny plankton. So be sure to check out all of our Sharp Balloons videos that we've got, because every time you like, subscribe, click, blah, 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 you're just training the computers that you would like to see more of this real live human art made for a real live human audience. Thank you so much, my friends. And we'll be seeing you around on the internet. Bye. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.